Hey guys, welcome back to Raptor Attacks Fun Videos. Yes, I'm still working on that intro. Sorry guys, it wasn't that good, but I'm still working on it and I thought I would add it into the video anyways. But enough talking about the intro. Let's go ahead and, well, you can see what we're unboxing, but today we got the new Jurassic World Dominion Sound Surge Tyrannosaurus Rex versus Giganotosaurus. So, shout out to Collect Jurassic for letting me know that they were selling these at Kohl's, because I would never have thought to look there. So yeah, if he didn't have made a post on his community thing, I would literally have no idea that these things were even being sold here. So yeah. So basically, I've gone to two Kohl's to try to get this guy. I guess these guys, because there's two, but, so, the first one, I was actually, yesterday, I was really busy. We were 3 hours away from my house, so, we went to the Kohl's there. They didn't have any, but they did have the Mega Raptor, the new Jurassic World Dominion Mega Raptor, which I've actually never seen in person before, so that was pretty cool. I didn't get it just because it was kind of expensive, and I figured it'd be more cheaper at Walmart or Target once they get it. And then today I went to Target and they had the new Strike and Roar Giganotosaurus, which that was really cool, and I almost got, but you know what, it was just really expensive, and I thought, you know what, I'll save up to get this instead because it's cheaper. And I think it's more exclusive to Kohl's. You know, you can't get these everywhere. And I also finally found the Hammond Collection T-Rex, which is pretty cool. And also the Gallimimus from the Hammond Collection. So that's all pretty cool, but let's go ahead and see this. Let me move all this stuff so it doesn't fall down to the ravine of doom, because that is what happens. So basically, here's the packaging. You can see here it is a sound surge figure, so meaning it has sound. It's basically just a basic figure, but with sound, and it can open its mouth. Those are long roars, but there's one roar. The second roar. Sound sounded like he was in pain, but yeah, that's the third roar. I don't know how many of these are. And that's the fourth one, or maybe the first one. I don't remember. I think there's 3. I don't know. For the T-Rex. You can't really see it, but I'm pushing the button. Okay, so yeah, I think there's about 3 sounds. So there's the figures, and then on the side we've got the beautiful Pyroraptor. They still haven't fixed that weird little hole in the Pyroraptor. I've always noticed that since they have made this packaging, but no, they haven't fixed it. On the back you can see the Giganotosaurus and the T-Rex. They're showing you that you can push the button. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get this open. Oh, also, it was $25 basically at Kohl's. So let me go ahead and get this open. Okay, I've gotten it open. It actually didn't damage the box very badly, so that's good. Okay, so now that we have this out, we can remove this. Oh, the legs are off. Okay, so you see here, there's these legs strapped in. Go ahead and get those out. Oh, legs are attacking me. Okay, so you got the legs here. Kind of cool. Now talk about the tails. The T-Rex does not want to come out. Okay, so we've got our figure here. Guess we can pop the leg of the T-Rex on. Is that on? I think that's on. Okay. And now the tail. Hopefully this will go on. I'll loosen that up. And I don't think it needs to go in a certain way. Oh yeah, it does. It's like the Hammond collection figure. So it's got this little knob here. And then there's a place where you click that knob in. There we go. I hope the leg wasn't like that. I didn't really pay attention to the leg. Oh, wow. That just goes to show you how badly my tripod needs to be replaced. Sorry about that. Okay, and then the Giganotosaurus' leg goes on like this. There we go. And the Giganotosaurus' tail, let me loosen that up. And of course we have to line up the knob. That sounded bad. What was that? Okay, I'm just gonna like twist it around. And I did not want to make you roar. Come on, why is this not going in? Oh, there we go. Okay, we have our two figures out of the box, and now let's go ahead and look at articulation. Okay, so starting out with the Giganotosaurus, as we can see here, the mouth can be opened and closed. I'm not going to start complaining about it until we're done and we're reviewing the like sculpt and everything. So we've got the arms, they can move all the way around. Cool. The legs can go up to here and then down to here. The feet are able to swing all the way around. Yeah, I think this one's out of the way. Yep, you can swing them all the way around. Very big feet. I know I told you I wasn't going to complain, but just saying, it's very big feet. For the tail, can move all the way around, as you saw that it was on a kind of like a ball joint. So basically, yeah, that's the Giganotosaurus. Now it's time for the T-Rex, so it's basically the same. You've got the mouth, you've got the arms, you've got the legs, the feet, and the tail. So now let's go over the details and like sculpt of these two figures. Starting out with the Giganotosaurus again. In the face, it is actually really packed with a lot of details. You can see there's lots of different bumps and scales on the, like, above the eye and nose, kind of. You've got really big scales, and then you've got this ridge, and then they go smaller, so pretty nice detailing. You've got some scars right up here, and the eye is very nicely sculpted out. The top of the head, you've got those three little big scales on the mouth, inside the mouth, I guess. You've got the inside of the mouth is not painted, but we're not really looking over a paint right now. But it's kind of sculpted out, not the best that I've seen. And then there's the tongue, pretty good, nicely sculpted. The teeth aren't very sharp looking, but that's just Mattel. You don't want kids going around stabbing themselves with the Giganotosaurus's teeth, because I mean that's something that people would do, right? On the bottom of the jaw here, you can see there's a scar going in here. Is it two or one? I can't really tell. And the jaw is very nicely sculpted with all these little scales going down the neck and the back of the neck, I guess. You have these very big bumps, or scales, I guess, running all the way down the back. They get smaller, and then they go bigger again up here on this hump. It's not really a hump, it's just like big scales. You've got nice wrinkles all over the neck here. Got some scars down here in the side. The hands are sculpted out pretty good. Yeah, so it does kind of remind me of the hands of the super colossal one. No, I am not doing a comparison. Just no, I am not getting that out. What? There's this single fly that came in here, and it's been bothering me this whole time. Get out of here. I'm trying to do a video. Where in the world did you come from? Well, okay, yeah, I'm yelling at a fly. But down here in the leg, you've got some nice wrinkles and folds in here. Go away! No one likes you. Okay, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the fly. Yeah, you probably didn't. Yeah, the fly. Not you guys. You guys are awesome. Now the fly, that's... Hopefully I just edited that out pretty good, because I completely dropped my tripod there, yelling at the fly. And then Going down the leg here, you got some nice wrinkles and some scars there. And get off of my Giganotosaurus. That fly is going to drive me insane if it stays in here. And you've got some nice scales along the bottom of the foot. And the top of the foot, some nice scales sculpted out. Again, we've got really big feet. I don't know why Mattel does this. Okay, I do know why Mattel does it. It's because it's for them to stand up very nice. But I feel like they could have made the legs a little bit, or the feet a little bit smaller. It just seems so weird. At least it's not as bad as the Pyroraptor. That looks so bad. Like when you look at the bottom. Okay, you look at it from here. Okay, that looks pretty nice. But the bottom, oh my gosh, that looks terrible. And then, now we're done with the feet. Down to the tail, you've got more of these big scales running down. Some scales on the side. And some, those aren't scars, I don't think. Maybe they are. Or wrinkles or something. Running down, and then you've got this big wrinkle here. The bottom is mostly smooth, like we see on a lot of Mattel's figures. They don't really sculpt the very bottom as good. But you've got these like little bumps here on the bottom of the neck, which I find really cool looking. The other side, of course, the other side has the speaker. Why couldn't they put the speaker on the bottom like they do with everything else? I mean, because, you know, you have to put it on the side where it's the most annoying, right? Of course. Oh, I didn't really mention, but they do have a nicely sculpted web, as I like to call it. It's like a membrane or something along the mouth. But the other side looks pretty much the same, but you've got some different scars along the leg and the tail. Some on the side here on the battery case. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. For a Giganotosaurus, for paint, it's really not that good. It's basically all this one solid, like, minty green color. And then you've got some black or dark, very dark green, I want to say. But then it's like, I'm just going to say it's like a very dark greenish black. And you've got it splattered all around the hump. You have it like stripes and some spots all around here. I really don't like the way that looks. It looks so bad. Like all the spikes and all the scales should all be like this same color. It just doesn't look right. The face is like got that same dark color, striped all around, and you've got it all over this ridge here. The top of the head, you got some few splats of different colors. The other side is actually different. There's like different stripes, different patterns. But that's literally it. I mean, you've got the eyeball, but no, the mouth's not painted. The claws aren't painted. No paint down onto the tail. And no paint under the belly or anything. It's literally just that. What really bothers me is, so you see the teeth are painted on the Rex, but Giganotosaurus gets nothing. Absolutely nothing in the mouth. Like, at least they tried with the Rex, but the Giganotosaurus, they just didn't. And it really, really bugs me because the Giganotosaurus is actually probably one of my favorite Dominion creatures. And they just didn't do it. I might actually paint the inside of the mouth. Who knows? Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Yeah, there's that figure. Let's move on to the Rex now. So, the Rex, I have to say, they were pretty lazy with this figure. Like, it's the head that's painted. Like, the head and neck. That's all we get. They literally just stopped it right there. Okay, you know, I was complaining about the inside of the mouth not being painted on the Giganotosaurus, but the Rex isn't painted anyway, but like the teeth, they just completely stopped there. But you know, we should probably go over the details of this first. Overall, looking at this, it looks a lot smoother than the Giganotosaurus. I don't know why, but they just didn't pack it full of details as much as the Giganotosaurus. It's also got more of a shine to it than, like, as you can see, it's very glossy compared to the Giganotosaurus. I don't know why that is. I don't know why they did that. But starting off in the head, You've got lots of scales, like up here in like the nose area. I don't remember what that's called. Sorry, paleontologist people that are yelling at me. Yes, I know what they're called, but I don't remember at the moment. Got some scales up here in this ridge here. Like in the ear area, you've got these like this kind of cool looking like scales, you know, the Rex has. Along the jaw, you've got some nice wrinkles and some wrinkles on here. Side of the mouth, as you can see here, it is two different colors of plastic, which really bothers me. But the top, again, not as good. The Giganotosaurus was about the same. The tongue is sculpted very nicely. The teeth are pretty nicely done too. And then this web here is sculpted also very nicely. Going down the neck, you've got some more wrinkles around here. Lots of wrinkles, more wrinkles, some scars, wrinkles, wrinkles. On the hands here, you can't really see it, but there are some scales sculpted in there. Wrinkles on the legs, more wrinkles, more wrinkles. And the feet, you know, they could have packed it with more scales like what they did on the Giganotosaurus, but it's just really smooth. Like, they just smoothed it out. But you do have some scales up here on the top. The feet, I feel, aren't as massive as the Giganotosaurus. I just feel like they're just not. Like, they look better for some reason. I don't know. Along the tail here, you've got these wrinkles going all the way down the tail. I guess not all the way, but most of the way. You've got these scars here. More scars along the tail. And lots of wrinkles and folds. It's not as smooth as the rest of the body. Like, the tail is actually a lot more detailed than the rest of the body for some reason, and I don't know why that is. Flipping it over to the other side, you've got some more scars on the jaw. More scars going along like the back of the head and jaw. Some scars on the neck. And some scars there. So pretty much the same as the other side, but there's different scars and things. Now let's go ahead and take a look at paint, which I recently just told you that it was very, very bad looking. So on the Giganotosaurus, as you can see, the paint goes all the way down, mostly to the tail. Like, it stops just an inch before the tail, maybe half an inch. But basically, just an inch before the tail starts, it stops, okay? So, I mean, it would be nice if they continued on to the tail, but I kind of get Mattel just not being lazy. I mean, being lazy. But this, you just stop during the neck? Like, what? Why? You couldn't have gotten, like, any color on the back? Like, I know it's like the same color as, like, the Extreme Damage T-Rex. And like the Camp Cretaceous, like one with capture gear, but what? Like those had paint continuing. I know it's a basic figure, but come on, Mattel, do better. And you got, I mean, did they like trade in the painted teeth with the rest of the back being painted or what? Like, but yeah, that basically, yeah. And then around the eye, you've got this darker color, like the rest of like the neck, where they tried to, I guess. The jaw is like this creamy, like yellow color, trying to blend in with the rest of the jaw and neck, basically. Inside the mouth, the teeth on the top jaw painted, but not the bottom jaw. I don't know why. Like, if you do the top jaw, do the bottom jaw. It looks a lot better. The tongue isn't painted, and nothing in the side of the mouth is painted but the top teeth, which... but yeah, that's basically the T-Rex. No painted nails. Because, I mean, but that's really, we don't really expect that from Mattel anymore. But yeah, there's the Giganotosaurus and the T-Rex. I do have one more complaint. The jaw on these Sound Surge figures, they've always been like this. But, like, it's like this, I don't know. It, like, here, for comparison, this Indoraptor, see how it is, like, looks good, and it's, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's, like, curved, but their jaw, like, starts here, and it looks really weird, and I just never really liked that about these figures. It just looks really weird. But, you know, oh, also for a size comparison, I should probably get some figures for that. Sorry, I've got the big around kind of for common figures that people might have. Okay, I've got two. I don't have a human figure right now, but that's okay. So yeah. For a Velociraptor size comparison, basic like attack pack Velociraptor, there's the size for that one. So, you know, they're bigger than the attack pack Raptor. And I feel like the Giganotosaurus stands taller. Definitely does because of its hump. It might be a little bit bigger than the T-Rex, but not by much. And then for the last one, we have the extreme damage T-Rex, and of course, it's way bigger. Just kind of for a size comparison, they're not the hugest, but they are larger. I would say they were small. I'll say they're medium. So we've got, this is a small figure. What I consider a small figure. This is like the medium size. This is like large, and then we've got super colossal and extra large. Extra large would be like the larger T-Rexes and the Spinosaurus and Indominus. And the super colossals would be like the Brachiosaurus and like, of course, the super colossals. So I'd say these are about medium. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button down below for more dinosaur content. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.